A full moon tonight. For some of us, it's just another full moon. It happens every 2 to 3 years when the moon revolves around the Earth twice in 1 month. Will we see one in our lifetime? Well, not really. And here's why. The moon doesn't emit any light of its own. The most recent example happened in April 2010 when a large earthquake in Chile triggered a cloud of ash so high it reached the moon. A blue moon that turns the sky blue would signal major changes in our world. But first, a little backstory. According to the 2018 Guinness Book of World Records, the first recorded use of the term blue moon to describe a second full moon in a calendar month can be found in an essay published in the North American newspaper on March 15th. And don't forget to check out our video about a real blue chicken that scientists recently discovered. It's a fascinating story that you won't soon forget. 1946. Although this definition quickly gained popularity, it wasn't officially recognized until January 2000, when the International Astronomical Union adopted it. The IAU is an international organization that sets standards in astronomy, eyewitnesses reported seeing a blue haze over the lunar surface. But if you miss that one, don't worry. In this case, we're talking about a real change in the moon's color, not just an atmospheric effect. Such a phenomenon could only be caused by an extremely rare and incredibly powerful cosmic event, like a supernova explosion nearby. If that happened, astronomers would definitely have something to discuss at the next meeting, and then they might decide to rename the moon. There'll be plenty of other chances to witness this phenomenon. After all, we got used to the current definition of a blue moon, and changing it would be quite a hassle. But even if everyone agreed, would that change anything in our lives? Probably not. A blue moon is just a full moon that appears bluish due to atmospheric effects or a real change in color caused by a supernova explosion. But in any case, it doesn't affect our planet in any way. So, whether we call it a blue moon or something else, life on Earth will go on as usual. Unless, of course, a supernova happens right next door, then we'll have much bigger problems than just renaming moons. On average, a blue moon occurs once every 2.5 years. It reflects the sun's rays. So, the real reason why a blue moon appears blue is because of an atmospheric phenomenon called Rayleigh scattering. It causes tiny particles in the atmosphere to scatter blue light more than other colors. That's why the sky is blue during the day. And at sunset, when the sun is low on the horizon, the light has to travel through more of the atmosphere to reach our eyes. As a result, most of the blue light gets scattered away, leaving mostly red and orange hues. The name has nothing to do with the actual color of the moon. In fact, there are no blue moons, at least not literally. So, why is it called a blue moon? Nobody knows for sure. One theory claims that the term was used by farmers who were looking for an extra day off from work. They considered the second full moon in a month as an unexpected bonus, a blue moon day. Another version says that the blue moon refers to the color of the sky on such nights. On a clear night, the sky turns a deep blue when the moon is full. Of course, these are just theories. In reality, we don't know why exactly it's called a blue moon. But what we do know is that tonight's full moon won't be blue. For others, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. What makes this evening so special? Let's find out. That means the lunar surface, which is brightly lit by the sun, reflects even more blue light towards us. However, this effect alone won't turn the moon blue. To make that happen, we need a lot more blue light in the atmosphere, and that can only be caused by a huge volcanic eruption or a major forest fire. Such events release massive amounts of smoke and ash into the atmosphere, which then scatter blue light much more efficiently than usual. But even then, the moon won't turn completely blue. At best, it'll take on a grayish tint. A blue moon is the second full moon in a calendar month. What about once in a century, a blue moon that will turn the sky blue? So how does Rayleigh scattering affect the moon? When the moon is full, it's opposite the sun in the sky. In the past 100 years, there have been about 20 known cases of smoke or ash covering the moon and making it look bluish. Would that change anything? Actually, yes, it would. But what if it doesn't just appear grayish, but is actually blue? But what if the moon suddenly turned blue? Would the IAU update its definition? Most likely not. It's hard to say. Whether the rest of humanity would follow suit. What do you think will happen if the moon suddenly turns blue? Share your thoughts in the comments.